Hello, good evening everyone. We are live on World Book Day because we have a very special author who I'll be interviewing today, and you would enjoy the conversation. I'm pretty sure about it. And there is a surprise also. We are revealing the surprise as soon as the author joins. I'm waiting for her. You must have seen the post. It's Kavita Zala, Caffeinated Conversations. So we are going to talk about the books, around the books. Stay tuned. I'm just waiting for the author. As soon as she joins, we'll begin. Meanwhile, you can tell me what in books. What are you exactly doing? You can write comments and we would be happy to know. Kavita is here. Hi Kavita, good evening.
Hello, hi, how are
How
you?
are you? Hi.
All good.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you, Megha is saying. I'm Megha, I'm honored by your words. Kavita, I just, feel so good that we are connecting here, and I have a surprise for you, which you do not know. And today is book day, for copyright day, and you know that we were working on something, and it is here. So, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, this is Kavita Zala's first book, which she has authored. The book is a wonderful book, Gram Shots. This is copyright day, and you are getting your first book, which will have full copyright because it is written here. Copyrights Kavita Zala. And
Thank
this
you.
is such an auspicious day that we are talking about it. Many, many congratulations, Kavita, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to publish this book, to work with you on this book. It's totally honor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, before this book, I had brought out a small e-book, and it was like very few pages, and I was, wanting that no, this e-book is, it was a non-fiction, and then I just wanted to, explore Kindle at that time. So I just brought it out, and then I was like, okay, no, but this is not my cup of tea. I would like to, be creative. I like to imagine and all stuff. So I think this book is the labor of this pandemic. Actually, during the pandemic, I wrote these short stories, and then I just put it aside. And then I suddenly mother actually my mom, she was like, "You write stories, you write poems. What do you do?" I said, "I put them in the
This is
drawer."
wonderful. So, Kavita, I want to know what were the apprehensions because COVID passed 5 years ago. What were the apprehensions that this book could not come out, or you were waiting for me? Tell me the reason.
Actually, I was thinking because what happens is that a lot of people were saying you'll have to add more stories, you'll have to add a lot of stuff and all that. And then I was also doing my creative writing course during pandemic, and then I put it across to the professor, and she said that I like these stories and all. They are like a kind of feature stories and essays kind of stuff. So she said it's good. And then I said, okay, if it is good, I'll think of publishing it. And then I just kept it aside because life happens. And then you're so busy,
Life
right?
happens.
And then it was like, then this just few months back, my mom was like, when are you bringing out your book? When are you bringing out of your class? And my mom is like, she is like, she's saying you keep on writing and then you just don't put it out to the world. What is the point? So then I'm like, oh God, I now have to really take a step because just writing in the diary is one thing, that I just pour out, and then just putting
Yeah,
out in the world is something, will people like it? Will people
I
not
know.
like it? That's the biggest thing, that's the biggest barrier I think anybody has to cross. And I don't know, maybe even you have written a book, so I don't know how you get your courage from. But for me, this was a total, barrier.
See, not courage. I would believe that a lot of the times we are scared.
I was also scared. I still am scared right after writing 13 books. Every time when the book is going to be out, no, I get that, that labor pain wala feeling. And many of the authors I've interviewed in my life, they also say the same thing. That it's like, delivery of a child. You are making all your efforts. So it's as good as making a human. But I must tell you, because I think I am the first reader for the obvious reasons of this book, I must tell you that this is the book which everybody must read. The way you have brought out the stories, the way of writing, the Hindi में एक word होता है शैली. So you have developed your own genre, you have developed your own shaili, and it is written so beautifully that anybody who would read this, they are going to tell that why were you not bringing it before? They are
Thank
going to
you
tell
so
you,
much.
and those people who are joining, I'll show you. This is Gram Shots by Kavita Zala, and this is Kavita Zala. This is the author.
Yes.
And Kavita. I wanted to tell you that about the author, I have to read how many people have joined. So Kavita Zala formally is an author, trainer, reviewer, and founder of Caffeinated Conversations. I want to know what exactly is Caffeinated Conversation.
Caffeinated Conversations is a literature community. Basically, this whole idea began in the year 2016. It was kind of pestering before that because I'm born, brought up in Ahmedabad, and then because of marriage, I had to shift to Indore. So I had no friends over there. Books were my companions since a long, long time. Like bachpan se I have been reading books. So after marriage, with the books and all, but then kitna akele padho? How much do you read alone? So
Absolutely.
so that is when the whole idea began that I should start connecting with people. So I started going out, going to all the entrepreneurship meets and all that. Actually, in fact, that time I was leading Echai, which is basically from Ahmedabad only. So Echai
Okay.
Ventures, I was kind of the leader for Echai in Indore. So I started, meeting a lot of people. And that is when, when I came across some people who were into books, I thought, let's चलो एक group बना देते हैं. हम एक दूसरे के साथ interact करेंगे ऐसा. And that is how we just began. So 10 years of
Began.
the journey. So we have book clubs, we have meetups, we
10
have
years is a
events.
long way.
Yes, yes. So it is, it's an birth of an idea, a need to connect with people, and then this whole thing of caffeinated conversation. And I love coffee, and my name starts with K, so it had to be caffeinated conversations KK.
And we also met during Caffeinated Conversations event only last year. We
Yeah,
both
yes,
met like that only from
yes,
Caffeinated Conversation. This was a she inspires on
yes.
you brought up the program and it was such a beautiful, wonderful event which you did. Another thing which I want to now I am actually decoding your intro. That is why it is going like that.
Mm,
With background in clinical psychology
mm,
and years of experience in education and training,
mm.
I want to know about this particular phrase, official book fairy of Indore. What
Yes.
exactly is this?
Actually, book fairy is a concept is from UK, and there is this book fairy who this whole movement starting from UK in which they keep on dropping different books which have ribbons, which have something written inside, and there is a sticker. So they drop different books at different places, all public places, and these are books of free
Okay.
of cost. So basically, it is to encourage people to read, to pick up a book and read. अभी आप
How
मोबाइल में पिकअप
wonderful.
करो ऐसे ऐसे बुक पिकअप करो ऐसा. So I'm
मतलब
hunting
चोरी
that
करो
from India.
लेकिन ढंग की चीज की. Wow. I love it. I love it. Can I become the book fairy of Ahmedabad? I mean, is there any scope?
Yes, I think there was somebody, but I think she is shifted to some other city. Let me check out if it is, that slot is empty, we can give it to you.
Thank you so much. I would be honored to get that.
Yes.
So, Madam Fairy, you keeping books for others and promoting reading through caffeinated conversations, and now officially becoming an author. How does it feel?
मतलब वन साइड you feel बहुत खुशी होती है और दूसरी साइड ऐसा लगता है कि बस अभी इतने किए अब और बहुत कुछ करना
I love this.
है. So it is
So,
like,
what are your upcoming projects?
upcoming projects. I do have to bring out my lots of poetries books that like my mom is basically after my poems because I've been writing since I was a teenager, all different poems and all that. So I don't know half of them there are there, but whatever it is, I'm just trying to bring them back together. So definitely, a book on poems is definitely in the line, and let's see now more. I think a bit of a novel or anthology. I don't know. Something is come.
Wow. All the best for, coming ventures. And
Thank you.
because we are talking on World Book Day, I also want to know which is your favorite book and who are your favorite authors.
Um, See, for a very voracious reader like me, favorite book is something that scares me.
I know.
Because I don't have favorite, but there are some books which have had a lasting impact on me. One book that I love, and actually I love that person is Rumi.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Rumi is
Amazing.
like so romantic.
And so deep. Philosophically, you feel full after reading Rumi.
It's like, बस उसी वो प्यार और उसी डेप्थ में चले जाओ. And in fact, in Gram Shots, there is something of that Rumi has quoted and which I have also quoted. With Rumi, I can't escape him.
Oh, beautiful.
Another
Amazing.
book, another book that I would like to recommend is especially because I also see your post about constitution. I see a post about women rights, feminism, and all that. And I don't know whether you have picked it up with this one, Yakshini by Neil
I have
Gaiman.
read that, or Neil is a very good friend.
Oh, great! He's a good friend of
Neil,
mine also.
Neil, Neil would be happy that we talked about this book. Yakshini was, I mean, it gave me chills. And I've read all the works of Neil because Neil was
Exactly.
one of those popular authors when Kindle started.
Yes.
So I initially read all of his work at Kindle, and then gradually I started picking all his books. But Yakshini is too good,
Actually,
too good.
I started reading him. I came to know about him through his first book, The Maya's New Husband.
Maya's new husband.
And frankly, I read it at night and I finished by morning. And then I was eyeing my husband very suspiciously. So he was like looking at me, why she's looking at me like that?
I believe books actually do this to us. If we are reading something, the impact is so visible that the person sitting next to us seems like a something is happening.
Yes.
I know, right?
And I also recommend the third and the last one because
Yes,
you're in
yes. You may
Gujarat.
recommend as many.
No, but these are the very debaters. I can't recommend books. This is Redefining Empowerment Varsha Adalj. It's
Wow.
Gujarat Sahityik, that means translation. But there are two distinct novels in this: The Crumbled Note of a Wobbler and A House of My Own. So it is translated by Amina Amin and Geeta Chaudhary.
Wow. Brilliant. Now you have given us genres, हाँ? Favorite books में भी genres. कि अच्छा आप fiction पढ़ते हो तो आप यक्षिणी पढ़ लो. अगर आपको ऐसा चाहिए तो आप ये पढ़ लो. This is what is called book fairy. That is why you are, book fairy.
Yes, and I keep on reading different. I read across all genres, so it is like I'm totally flexible. अगर कोई बोलता है ना कुछ नहीं है न्यूज़पेपर है वो भी पढ़ लूँ ये कुछ नहीं है तो वो I need something to be reading
Read.
others.
Even I read pamphlets when there's nothing, no? I would start reading pamphlets if nothing is available. But thankfully, there are two books always in my bags. Always. Hi,
Exactly.
Apurva. There are people joining, they're enjoying the conversation. Medha said, congratulations to you. She was very
Thank
happy
you.
to know about your book. And Kavita, before we, go and we proceed with this live session, I just want you to announce the book launch in Ahmedabad so that people come to know where do they have to come for the book.
Hello, everyone. All of you are over here. I am so glad that you are here hearing us talk, having conversations. My first book, officially first book, it's officially, is Gram Shirts, and we are having a book launch, my first official book launch, which I'm so very excited about. And Shraddha is also talking about it. All thanks to Shraddha Savitri Publications that this particular book is going to have its own book launch in Ahmedabad on 17th of May at her House of Makeba from 4 to 7. And all of you are invited for this particular book launch. I will be so glad to meet you all, and we can have lots of conversations face to face. And I'll be very much glad, to even talk all about books, my journey, anything about literature, anything, and who knows, we can become friends.
Amazing. Kavita, how does it feel that your baby is in my hand, but you have not got it yet? What? How is the feeling?
ऐसा लग रहा है अभी ये अहमदाबाद आके छीन लूं.
नहीं, देयर इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन. कल सुबह कुरियर कर देती हूँ. कुछ कॉपीज भेज देती हूँ. अब इंतजार खत्म हुआ ऐसा ऊपर टैगलाइन लिख करके. आई वुड सेंड द बुक्स टू यू. एटलीस्ट ऑफ यू. But
That would be
all of
great.
you must join. All of you must join on 17th of May because this book is the soul of India. The way Indian soil, Indian soul you see everywhere. What I loved about this book is that this is very relatable. This is very relatable. This is not written in such language wherein you would feel कि मैं किसकी कहानी पढ़ रहा हूँ. आप कहानियां पढ़ोगे तो आपको लगेगा कि अरे ये तो मैंने सुना था, ये तो मैंने देखा था. And that is what is the beauty of an author. People connect with Sudha Murthy because they feel that, okay, this happens. And connection is important. So through this first, yes, reviews by Rudra need a signed copy. Yes, I would send it to the author, and the author would definitely sign it and send it. The author has to feel excited also, and he is delighted. I must tell you, all of you who are listening to us, who are there with us, it's actually a matter of courage. It takes a lot and lot of, I would say that confidence, courage to come up with your book and handing it over to the people.
Yeah.
Once the book is published, the idea is not of the author. We are talking about the copyright day as well. The idea becomes of people's idea. So you all will decide how enthusiastic she would be in writing another one and I would be in publishing another one. Depends on you, all of you. And I also request that when we are looking for so much of literature, now we see that since last 1 year, the reading culture is increasing everywhere. Everywhere in India, we see the reading culture is increasing. So I think it's our responsibility also that we give much importance to our roots, our authors, and our stories so that our children get to know about our culture. And that is what Kavita is doing.
Thank you so much. But you're also giving the platform for these stories to come out, and that is really amazing. Because what happens is for any kind of author, not just me, because it's my debut or a first time, I'm first time author. I have also talked with a lot of authors who have brought out, the 15, 20 books. Like the way even you have brought it. But every time there is this kind of a battle of apprehension, battle of marketing, battle of so many factors that we are plagued with the present
Absolutely.
generation, the present new age writers. So when readers pick up the book, they read, when they review, it is like, thank you. It's a huge thank you.
I know.
Because that is actually helps. That helps. And any kind of feedback also helps. Because we are also growing as we
We all are
grow.
growing. Yes.
Yes. So,
So
especially
we,
when we are talking about book and copyright, I just had a question for you, Shraddha, if I can.
yes, please, please, please.
We were discussing about this copyright thing, in our group, in our the same in the morning, and a lot of people feel that copyright in India is very strict, but it is not so strict elsewhere. But my view was that it is strict elsewhere, but not in India. So as because you are into this publication framework and you do all the lot of publications of the books and all, what is your viewpoint? Because I want to know your insider view of what how significant it is and what actually is the scenario.
So it's actually a very right question on a very correct date, in fact. So copyright is actually it is there everywhere in the world, and you are right. The awareness about copyright in India is very less. The rules are strict. See, people do not know IPR, that is intellectual property right. Copyright basically comes under the purview of IPR, that is intellectual property right. When we talk about it, people do not know that their written poetry, because many of the times people are writing on Facebook, other people are stealing it, they're doing one word here and there. So copyright is important, and in India also it is equally. I mean, the laws are okay, great, but people are not aware, and that is why I always recommend that you get the book published. If you do not have much of the content, give it for anthology. At least your poetry, you published it, and there's a copyright. So once the copyright is issued, then there is no issue. But yes, I agree. In foreign countries, it is much strict. Here, it is less strict because people चोर ज्यादा हैं यहाँ पे. साहित्यिक चोर तो बहुत ज्यादा हैं, to be very honest. तो कब पोएट्री चोरी हो जाएगी, कब आपकी स्टोरी चोरी हो जाएगी, you never know. So copyright is awareness. I believe all of us who are working in this industry, we need to raise awareness towards this IPR as well, because it, आप कहीं पे भी लिख करके छोड़ देते हो and then people are just taking it over. So that's something which I want to work on this as well. Idea of opening Savitri Publications was this. Why I started this, because I felt that people are just taking their work for granted. And even I also used to write, and I got to know my poetry are this there and there. It does not take much of an effort. If you do not want to go for a big publishing or something, just go for a simple publisher and get your work, even get 3 copies, 10 copies. Your work gets registered, you get a copyright, and as soon as you get the copyright, this digit, this number, which is the ISBN, which is known as Indian Standard Book Number, every content of this belongs to the author. And it is a serious job. It is a very serious job, because here people do not consider that authors do something. Because if I talk in a very interesting manner, people ask, okay, you are author, but what do you do? So we know,
That
and we must raise awareness about copyright, and this is the correct day for this. Thank you for asking that question.
then thank you for bringing this to the notice of all the people who are over here who are live, because these simple things are something that not many people actually don't know about. And
Yes.
probably this is the reason why I have seen lot of content writers now coming out with the books. I think Rupi Kaur was the first. She used to put on Instagram, and then she brought
Hmm.
out her book. And then we have to library mindset.
Yes.
And a lot of people,
Even Geet Chaturvedi, Hindi Geet Chaturvedi.
yes. So a lot of people who have been putting all this stuff on social media, now they're compiling it and bringing it out with a book. So now I
Yes.
got the context of why they are doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had a gala time. We had planned for 15, but we discussed 30 minutes. And it's because the conversation was interesting and the author of the day is equally enthusiastic. So we could go long and on and on and on, but we do not want to perturb you much, because we want you to attend the offline launch, which is going to happen on 17th May. We'll be sharing all the details on the pages of Caffeinated Konversations and Ahmedabad Literary Society. And we are extremely thankful for joining us. And it actually means a lot when you like somebody's work, because this is what is somebody's heart and soul. So, Kavita, many, many congratulations on this feat. This is such a huge feat, and I wish you all the success. And we'll together work a lot. I am very, very hopeful for that.
Yes, Shraddha, thank you so much. Thank you for
Pleasure.
that leap of faith. And it is great talking to you anytime. We tend to go
Same
into
here.
long
Same.
conversations. Okay. So, and I wish you, all of you, including Shraddha, happy World Book Day and happy Copyright Day. And please be aware and please support authors and please support yourself also as a reader because readers need to be aware.
Lovely. And I would wait for you to give me the credit of Book Fairy of Ahmedabad. Do your research so that I can take over the
Yes.
position. Yeah.
Listen, I'll definitely get back to you with that.
So,
Sure.
thank you so much, everyone. This is Shraddha Ujaramani signing off along with Kavita Zala, Caffeinated Konversations, and Ahmedabad Literary Society. We'll
Thank
meet
you.
next time with another author. For this time, thank you. Very good evening to all of you.
Thanks. Bye.